Okay, so tonight we're gonna prove that the Roman Empire is actually a parody of the Jungle Book. You heard me right, boys. You heard me right. So let's start off by talking about Rome itself, not exactly the Roman Empire, but we'll talk about Rome and how Romulus and Remus, the two founders of Rome, were actually raised by a fucking wolf. Hey, can you bring that up, please? Romulus and Remus. Well, let's see here. We're looking at the Wikipedia page, and on the right here we can see that in fact Romulus and Remus were actually raised by a wolf. So why is this so important, you might ask? Well, because Jungle Book. So you see Mowgli in the Jungle Book, with a W obviously, was also raised by a wolf, because Mowgli's brothers, you can read this here, are wolves. Like Mowgli's brothers. Mowgli. If there's one thing you know about Mowgli, is that he was raised by wolves. Let's look at it. They might lie to you and tell you that Mowgli was not raised by wolves, that he was a kid. But look here. Let's refresh the page, please. You can see that Mowgli, this is Baloo, this is Bagheera, this is Mowgli, this is Bagheera. Bagheera was a panther, but Bagheera actually brought into the wolves. You see, the wolves actually raised them. And you can see the Netflix in fact, Netflix actually brought all this together. Let's pull this shit up, boys. See here, this is Mowgli, this is Bagheera.
You've got hands, so let's use them.
No, that's too high quality. Put it down.
Out my way! I shouldn't let them pick on
That's
me like
Mowgli.
that. Wolves are supposed to be with other wolves.
It's not
Yeah, see, wolves like Romulus and Remus. Here, look. Can we look at that? That's a wolf if I ever seen one, and I've seen a lot of wolves. That is Romulus and Remus right there. They're suckling on the teats of a wolf. What does that tell us? That tells us that they had the same mother, and as such, Rome was inspired by the Jungle Book. This will be my first proof, so to say. Okay. But next we're gonna show you one more. So you know how Cleopatra, obviously, Cleopatra. This bitch. Not that one. But this one, I think this one, yeah. And can we bring up some pictures with colors? This one, Cleopatra. Cleopatra was from Egypt. Egypt has snakes. And as such, Cleopatra used both snakes and magic to deceive both Caesar and Antonius. Magic, Oriental magic. And as such, if we look at the Jungle Book, we see that the snake, Ka, and see that Ka clearly is a snake. She's a snake. Cleopatra was a woman. Ka, technically a woman, she's a snake. And Ka had, as you can see here, she was very old. Well, what do you mean in his? No, that means she. The thing is, hang on, we need to read this. So after Ka and Mowgli spend some time relaxing, bathing and wrestling, Ka persuades Mowgli to visit a treasure chamber guarded by an old cobra beneath the same coal layers. Hang on, let's hear this better. So in Red Dog, Mowgli asks Kaa for help, obviously, which sort of translates to what happened with Egypt, because in Egypt, essentially, well, Caesar came and Caesar subjugated Egypt in a certain saying of the word, because he installed Cleopatra as the client king there, and they were forced to pay tributes that they were paying earlier as well, but they were forced to pay upon them with greater debts, and as such you can see the debt between them, of course. And magic here, deception? Yeah, December. So in December, the snake, Kaa, the Jungle Book, magic. Look here. So we have the Disney official fandom. Kaa's most dangerous attributes are, well, her eyes, which she uses to seduce unsuspecting prey and lure them into her jaws, which is exactly what Cleopatra did when she brought in Caesar, and she essentially made him fuck her and have an heir with her. So magic, I tell you, seducement. Kaa is basically Cleopatra. One more comparison between the Jungle Book and Rome. So I'm telling you, looking at the evidence, it looks like Rome might just be a parody of the Jungle Book. Because obviously, as I told you earlier, Romulus and Remus, look, they're sucking the teeth. The teats, I would say, because there's two of them. Of a wolf no less. And Mowgli was raised by wolves. By wolves, I tell you. And one more thing, Shere Khan, however you type that, Jungle Book, is a tiger. Now, what does a tiger symbolize? What does a tiger symbolize? Well, it symbolizes the East, I'll tell you. And the East, if you look at it, what do we have in the East? Parthia. The Parthian Empire, the largest threat to the Roman Empire. And if we look at what Parthia had, they had a place where tigers existed, and tigers were a symbol of Parthia, a symbol of the East. Where do tigers come from? Look, where do tigers come from? From Asia. The largest cats in the world. Fuck it, I accept. Where do tigers live? Bangladesh, India. Now let's look at Parthia. Can we enlarge that? India was here. So by extension, fuck that. Show me again. Bangladesh as well. Bangladesh, really close. Tigers in Parthia. That's what we're looking for. Yes! Look at this. This is what I was searching for. So, Parthians symbolize the tiger. And the tiger brought despair to Rome. And who is Rome? Rome is Mowgli, Romulus and Remus. So obviously, I'm telling you, it's a parody. It was always a parody.